Howdy guys, Chris here, TD Motion. So we have another EFI conversion kit on the bench here today. This one's going to feature the Sniper 2 EFI. So they made some improvements to it, and let's just kind of dive into it. This is an ideal kit, of course, for someone that's doing a carbureted to an EFI swap. In particular, this is for a 67 Mustang. Guy's doing a 427 stroker, and he just wants to get better fuel mileage, better throttle response, and just more consistency with turning the key and starting it. So obviously we know some of the differences with the EFI, and that's what you're going to get is more consistency, better throttle response. So we just get a little deeper here with the Sniper 2. Has an improved ECU. It's all built into here. So a lot more adaptability, a lot more resistant to the RFI. And then you have your main feed, your main fuel return. You got all the throttle linkage here to adaptability for all different types of transmissions. You got your throttle position sensor, idle air control. You got your adjustments here. So very easy setup. These main feeds, you got one main 16-pin feed here that's going to feed most of the sensors. And then you have your other two here for oxygen sensor, coolant temperature sensor, and then this one's just going to feed directly into the to the monitor itself. Well, we'll start over here, I guess. We have the fuel lines. You're going to have about 40 feet of fuel line, plenty for feed and return. You got all the clamps, the AN fittings. We even supplied this with a fuel pump block-off plate. You got the filter. And this particular one's going to have an in-tank fuel pump. So you have the pump inside there. The regulator is all built in as well. So Sniper 2 does require a throttle pressure regulator. So the fuel pressure regulator for them. So in this case, it'll be built in. Otherwise, if you're running with an external one, you'll need to have that regulator. So the kit comes with everything here as far as all the necessary fittings. The pump, I believe this is a 255 liters per hour pump. Usually you want to be around somewhere around 58 to 60 psi pressure for the pump itself. And then we go over here to the PDM. This is the power distribution module. Now this is a cool setup for the fact that you could do all your wiring, and it's going to be for, whether it might be for power, for switched, for grounding. Everything is clearly labeled, so you'll be able to wire directly in here. You just unthread it, put the wire directly in place. You'll have some LED lights on here too once it goes live, and this way you'll know once, if everything's green, that it's all good. So this simplifies the wiring. It makes it a lot cleaner in the setup here. So this is all available through tdmotion.com.